I want to talk to you today about purpose, discipline, faith, and perseverance. I want to talk about what it really takes to change your life. Because the truth is, success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the person who deserves it. Every day you wake up, you're faced with a choice, a simple one, but a powerful one. You can either rise and work toward your dream, or you can lie back and make peace with the idea that you'll never see it come true. And that's not because the dream is impossible. It's because dreams demand sacrifice, discipline, and faith long before they become reality. Now, I want you to understand something: dreams without goals are just dreams. They remain stuck in your mind, floating there, deceiving you with their beauty but never turning into something real. You need goals, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly goals. You need something that drives you when you don't feel like getting up. You need something that holds you accountable when nobody's watching. Because success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. I remember early in my life, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no direction. My grades weren't great, and I didn't have a plan. But one day, I'm sitting in my mother's beauty shop, and this woman, an older lady, she looked at me and said, "You're going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." I didn't even know what she meant. I thought, "Lady, you must have me confused with somebody else." But she saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. And years later, it came true. I did travel the world. I did speak to millions. But that moment didn't make it happen, the work that came afterward did. See, sometimes other people can see your destiny before you do. But it's not enough for someone else to believe in you, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to have faith in what God put inside you, even when life doesn't look the way you hoped it would. Because faith isn't about everything making sense. Faith is about trusting that what doesn't make sense right now will someday fit into a bigger picture. You've got to learn to fail big. Yes, fail big. You only live once, so don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to fall. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. I didn't always get every role I auditioned for. I didn't always win. There were times I was broke, unsure, rejected. But I kept going. Because I learned that if you don't fail, you're not even trying. So don't be afraid to dream big, but more importantly, don't be afraid to fail big. Fall forward. Every time you fall, fall forward. Because at least that way, you're still moving towards something. Rejection isn't the end, it's direction. It's redirection. Sometimes the doors that close on you are God's way of saying, that wasn't your door. You have to trust that where you are is exactly where you need to be, even if it's uncomfortable. Because growth never comes from comfort. Nothing great ever does. I've been blessed to receive awards, to work with incredible people, to live a life that I once could only imagine. But none of it matters if you lose yourself along the way. Put God first. Put Him first in everything you do. Because everything I have, everything I've achieved, everything I've become, is by the grace of God. And understanding that gives me peace. You've got to remember that talent can take you to the top, but character is what keeps you there. In this world, you're going to be tempted to take shortcuts, to compromise your integrity for quick success. Don't do it, because anything gained without honor will eventually destroy you. Success without a foundation of faith and discipline will crumble. Don't chase money, don't chase fame, don't chase approval. Chase purpose. Because when you chase purpose, the rest follows naturally. Now, some of you might be thinking, "But Denzel, I've tried. I've failed. I've been disappointed." Let me tell you something, disappointment is part of the journey. If you're not prepared to be disappointed, you're not prepared to grow. Every person who ever achieved something worth having faced setbacks. The difference between those who quit and those who succeed is simple. Those who succeed kept moving, even when they didn't see the results. They trusted the process. When you wake up in the morning, you've got two choices. You can live with discipline or you can live with regret. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. You'll never regret working hard, showing up, giving your all, but you will regret quitting. You will regret letting fear make your decisions. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. See, faith and fear can't live in the same place. You've got to decide which one is going to rule your life. When I step onto a movie set, I bring preparation. I bring prayer. Because I know that my talent alone isn't enough. I've seen people with incredible talent wasted because they lacked discipline. They wanted the glory, but not the grind. Don't be that person. Be the one who shows up early, stays late, studies the craft, respects the process, and gives more than expected. Whatever your dream is, whether it's acting, business, teaching, art, science, sports, or something else, respect your gift. Sharpen it. Protect it. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. The comparison will steal your joy and distract your focus. Your path is yours for a reason. Sometimes you're not getting what you want because you're not ready for it yet. God's delay is not denial. He's preparing you for something greater. There were roles I didn't get that broke my heart. There were moments I thought, maybe this isn't for me. But every no was leading me to the right yes. Every closed door was shaping my patience, my humility, my hunger. So if you're waiting for your breakthrough, keep waiting with faith. Keep working while you wait. Don't just pray for opportunity, prepare for it. Because when it comes, you've got to be ready. I'll tell you something, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a tough one. Comfort kills ambition. It lulls you into mediocrity. But pressure creates diamonds. So if you're under pressure, don't curse it, use it. Let it mold you, refine you, teach you. Let it push you into becoming who you were meant to be. Your imagination is powerful. You have to visualize yourself winning. You have to see it in your mind before you see it in reality. The mind is a battlefield. You can't control every thought that comes, but you can control which ones stay. Feed your faith, starve your fear. Feed your purpose, starve your doubt. Don't speak defeat over your life. Words have power. Speak victory, even when you don't feel victorious. Some of you are waiting for perfect conditions. But perfect conditions never come. You've got to start where you are with what you have. Start small, but start now. You can't climb the mountain by staring at it, you take one step at a time. And here's the thing, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Every great story begins with a single act of courage. And remember this, you can't do it alone. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher, not those who pull you down. Choose your circle wisely. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need people who challenge you, inspire you, correct you, and remind you who you are when you forget. Iron sharpens iron. Sometimes you'll have to walk alone for a while. That's okay. Growth often requires isolation. Use that time to build yourself. Learn, study, pray, develop your mind, discipline your habits. Because when your season of opportunity comes, you won't have time to get ready, you'll need to be ready. And don't forget where you came from. Success should make you humble, not proud. Always remember the people who helped you when you had nothing. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance. When you're grateful, even the small things feel big. When you're ungrateful, even the big things feel small. I've seen people get to the top and lose their way because they forgot who they were. They forgot their values. Don't let success change your character, let it expand your capacity to serve. Use your success to lift others. That's the real reward, not the trophies, not the money, not the applause, but the impact you leave on people's lives. If you think about the end of your life, no one is going to stand up at your funeral and list your possessions. They'll talk about your character, your kindness, your integrity, your courage. They'll remember how you made them feel. That's legacy. That's what lives beyond you. You have to live with a sense of purpose every single day. Purpose gives your life meaning. It keeps you grounded when things go wrong. It gives you the strength to say, I'm not done yet. And that's what I want for you, to wake up every morning and say, I'm not done yet. I may have failed yesterday, but today I rise again. I may have been overlooked, but I'm still in the game. I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. Never underestimate the power of small progress. One page a day becomes a book. One workout a day becomes strength. One act of kindness a day becomes character. Consistency compounds. Keep going even when nobody notices. One day they will. You will face fear. You will face doubt. You will face people who tell you it can't be done. Smile at them. Thank them. Then go prove them wrong. Let your success speak louder than your critics. Let your results silence your doubters. The greatest revenge is massive success, not out of arrogance, but out of dedication. Sometimes the road will be lonely. Sometimes the nights will be long. Sometimes it'll feel like the world forgot your name. But remember, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. Every great story begins with struggle. Your pain has purpose. Your story matters. And when you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Quitting becomes a habit, so does perseverance. Train yourself to endure. You might be closer than you think. Most people give up right before the breakthrough. Don't be that person. Hold on a little longer. Push through a little harder. Believe a little deeper. If you want to change your life, start by changing your mind. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I can. Stop focusing on what's missing. Start focusing on what's possible. The energy you give to your thoughts becomes your reality. What you focus on expands. So focus on growth, on gratitude, on greatness. And don't wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is permanent. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Some days you won't feel like it. Do it anyway. That's how you build strength, by acting beyond your emotions. Your emotions are indicators, not dictators. You control them, they don't control you. If you fall, and you will, get back up. If you fail, and you will, learn from it. If you get rejected, and you will, use it. Every experience, good or bad, adds to your story. You are being shaped for something extraordinary. Don't rush the process. Trust it. In the end, life isn't about how much you have, it's about what you give. It's about service. It's about contribution. When you help others, you help yourself. When you lift others, you rise higher. That's the secret. You find yourself when you lose yourself in service to others. So when you leave here today, remember this: fall forward. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to believe that you were made for something great. Because you are. You were created for purpose. You were designed for impact. You are stronger than your fears and greater than your doubts. Put God first. Stay humble. Stay hungry. Keep grinding. Keep growing. Keep believing. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that everything you went through wasn't working against you, it was working for you. Fall forward, not backward. Fail big. Dream bigger. And above all, never forget that your life can change, not someday, but today. All it takes is a decision. Decide to rise. Decide to fight. Decide to become everything you were meant to be. Every single day you wake up, remind yourself, today is my day. I will not waste it. I will not take it for granted. I will work, I will believe, I will give, I will grow. Because I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know where I'm going. That's how you change your life, not with one big leap, but with small steps taken in faith, every single day.